Hi everyone, this is George Forte and I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to make a funky house bass line. First I'll let you listen to the bass line with the track that I've made so far, and hopefully you like it. Right, well, yeah, that's my funky house bass line. As you may have noticed, it's got two parts to it. It's always good to change around bass notes and things like that and patterns. You know, obviously it gives it more variety. Yeah, anyway, first thing I've done was obviously I had to choose the bass sound. Now, you can choose a sample, you know, you can go for a software instrument. Me personally, I use Trillion, which is a software instrument, and this is Trillion now. And the preset that I used was Studio Bass All full range. Now, if you listen to the bass sound on its own without the plugins that I put on it, it sounds like this. You see, it sounds okay, but to be fair, I don't think it sounds good for what I wanted anyway for a funky house bass line. It just didn't sound right. So I haven't really done that much to it. All I've done is EQ, applied a filter, and have EQ'd, and again after the filter, and this is what it sounds like. Yep, so basically that's that. Right, what I'll quickly get into, I won't spend too long on this, is basically how I kind of shaped the sound. I didn't do too much to it really. A lot is the notes, but what I did do, it's got a fast attack and it's got a long decay, and I've added some sustain and release to it. With the effects, all I've done is put a compressor in there, and it's got a smoke which adds a very kind of subtle sort of distortion, a bit of harmonic distortion, I'd say. Yeah, so that's really all I've done to that. Now, the actual part, what we need to do is actually create a bass pattern. And I've worked in the key of G because I just like the sound of that key. So this is the actual pattern of what I've done. To start with, I've actually selected the note G at 1 octave, and then all I've done to start with is gone G, G, basically 1 octave up. So G 1 octave and then G 1 octave up. That's basically all I've done. And obviously to create more movement, you will want to use more keys. So basically all I've done here is G, G to A. So G, 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 A. Basically that's all I've done. So yep, you can see the notes here. Sorry. Turn them down a little bit more. Let me drag that down a touch. Yeah, so this is G on 1 octave and then G above. And then to add more variation, I've done an A sharp there. And then there's an E there, an A sharp there again. It goes up to B and then a C. The notes, a lot of the notes are on the offbeat, and that kind of adds to the swing. You know, bass lines I don't think should be overly complicated anyway, and this definitely isn't. It's just what notes to press, really. So yeah, this one's actually the first pattern, and this one's the second pattern. It's pretty similar, really. I've just added more notes. What that bum note's doing there. Okay, I'll delete that one. Don't think I need that. Huh? No, I do need that, but that doesn't need to be there. That's there, I think. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, a few more things you need to know is the note lengths. Now, what I've done on the first one, the note lengths, oh dear me. Yeah, what I've done, you have to change the lengths of the notes, obviously. You know, the first one's pretty long, and then that's a shorter one. That's the same again, and then that's a long one. But this one's a short one, which kind of adds to the flow of the bass line. Okay, and I've done the same here. I've added different note lengths to give it more variety. And another important thing that you should be aware of is your velocity. I think a lot of people overlook this, but you know, so if you have everything playing at the same level, it you know, it sounds pretty flat, you know, and if you want a bit of variation in your track and to make it gel with the other parts in your track, then velocity is one of the ways to go about it. Okay, now what I'll quickly do is show you the plugins that I've actually used. Now, I'll bypass all of them first. This is what it sounds like. Okay, so I've used just a normal standard Logic EQ. I've rolled off the really low end here, the sub bass. I've rolled off that. I've done a cut at 98 here. This is to kind of let the kick through a little bit. And I've given a little boost at 196 and 275, 3 dB and a 2 dB. And this is what it sounds like with that. So I think a lot of the tone, the sound of this bass comes from the filter. And I've used a filter called Filter Freak by Sound Toys. It's a great filter, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure for this purpose, I'm pretty sure any filter will work, because all I've really done is applied a low pass filter, and I probably rolled off everything 300, 400 above, and like that. Unfortunately, Sound Toys doesn't show you the frequency, but no matter. Yeah, so that's all I've really done there, and this is what it sounds like with the Filter Freak active. So as you can see, that kind of gives it a lot of the sound. And yeah, all I've really done at the end is just, once again, I've rolled off all the low end, because sometimes when you apply plugins, you get a very subtle boost in the low end again. Okay, so that's basically all I've done. Now what I'll do is just play it you one last time, and I really hope you like this tutorial, and I hope it helps. Right, everyone, thanks a lot once again. If you get a chance, check out some of my other tutorials, and also check out Chomping Music Group for more tutorials, music, and all your audio needs. Thanks a lot.